hello, the mood, the move, the pursuit to declare graft and theft as a national disaster is a good choice. In fact, it's a good track to traverse in, to start by. That is a pinnacle point to trigger by. For the past 5 or 10 years, graft, theft, mendacious, falsity has been a huge, enormous, glamorous monster which has stood in our doors. If I recall, when this thing called graft, which is now becoming a national disaster, emanated in the first moments in the government, loopholes which formed vicious. Now at this particular moment, the vicious aren't no more. The old building called Kenya is so dilapidated because it reigns and worships in corruption. Corruption is the sole subject. Corruption is the saliency. Is the saliency in which Kenya operates and which Kenya plots. The on-course, the incursion on more repulsing graft has been on course ever since we got independence. All those days, since I was young, I've ever been told the word graft is still there. We have institutions, the EACC, under the Wabukala. It's in fact inconceivable to in fact even imagine how a grafter, a public enemy, because those people graft your public enemy. These same people, they loot peacefully, they steal peacefully, they conceal, then the whole throat is concealed. That is a self-deception. So, for instance, I was watching a poor, indigent, committed, a vast, honest farmer in Western Gishu who was undergoing a lot of plight, not because he's lazy, he's insolent, simply because somebody somewhere sitting in the name of a minister was sleeping on his job simply because it could not realize that Miss is being imported from Uganda. Seriously. Corruption has been on the trend. It is increasing, devoid, incessant. The path which we are following, we as Kenyans, is absolutely detrimental. If we allow this trend to continue growing, if we continue giving an eye and a blink to the politicians who will steal, loot, and then come to hoodwink us to vote in them, then when we give them power, they do nothing. They are the perpetrators, the masterminds of corruption. So, my fellow Kenyans, now I want to call onto the government, the Jubilee. You need to make a general overhaul of all these things. If it means expunging the cabinet twice, let it be. If it means the old government resigning, let it be. Because we are tired, we are jaded, we are torn to frazzle because of this ignominious skimpishness called graft. Day In day, in out, graft. When? Till when? Indeed, I am absolutely distorted by these things called graft. So I fervently request, I fervently implore the pain which has been inflicted to poor, honest Kenyans, it must pay. So those people, the cartels, the cartel nation, the cartel sponsors, your court of action, you are still under our premises. We will find you. It isn't going on a business, but it's mournful. It's so doleful.